Hello everyone, this is Chelsea Perry. I am a QHHT practitioner and past life regression specialist. This session that I want to share with you today is a client who came in for a past life regression. It was mainly out of curiosity, just a long time wish to see if there was anything more just beyond this life. And so this one ended up being way more than I had originally bargained for. Though I tend to have an idea of what to expect, Spirit always has a really fascinating way of keeping me on my toes and showing me that there is so much more than the things that we see. So this client, this guy goes under, and he begins to experience a life as one of the soldiers of Hitler. And as he's experiencing this life, he seems really confused because it is an unusual thing to see for the first time. It is difficult sometimes to wrap your head around what you're experiencing. And what makes this session even more fascinating is the fact that when he came out of his session, we experienced much more than this, but I'm only sharing this little piece. What makes this so fascinating is his wife came with him and left during the process of the session, but she came back in after the session was finished and began explaining to her. He was telling her about the session, and her face, she was making a face that I really couldn't quite pinpoint at the time, and she stopped us and she asked if he had told me what she knew, and of course I had no idea what was going on. And so she turns to me and she told me that at one point someone had told her that she used to be, as a past life, she was a Jew, and her husband was one of the soldiers, one of the Nazi soldiers, and the karma in this life of them being together was working through that karma that he had gained in that lifetime. And it explained a lot of their relationship, but the fact that that's the life he went to, and then he had a couple of other lives that did not pertain to that, but it was fascinating because it shows a deep level of a much larger puzzle that we don't tend to understand just from our point of view. So I'm sharing this with you, and it's just a small snippet so that you can kind of see what these experiences look like, but that there's more to the puzzle. There's more than what we initially understand. And if you just take time to open the door, to look beyond maybe just the box that we live in this life, that you'll find that there is so much more that goes on around us that every day we don't know that we're taking part in. So I hope you enjoy this session. And a big thank you to my client who allows me to share these with you.
I'm seeing like Germany.
And as you look around, what do you notice?
It's like wartime.
And when you look down at your feet, what do you see?
Boots.
What kind of boots?
Like combat boots.
And as you look up your legs, what do you notice you're wearing?
A uniform.
What color is that uniform?
Looks dark green, maybe.
And is there anything that you're carrying with you?
A rifle.
Tell me about your rifle.
It's like a German. A German made.
And it feels familiar to you.
Yes.
And is there anything on your shirt that you notice, or your uniform? What do you see?
Swastika.
And how do you feel about that as you're walking around in this uniform?
Confused.
Why are you confused?
Why would I be a German soldier?
Well, tell me more as you're walking around. What do you notice around you?
More soldiers.
What are they doing?
Everybody's like they've got a job to do.
And what's your job?
Not sure.
Well, what do you see as you're looking at all these soldiers?
They're doing stuff.
Tell me more about what they're doing as you're watching this.
Everybody is running around like they're trying to figure something out.
And do you hear anybody speaking?
It's like German.
Well, as you're in this space, it will automatically begin to translate as you pick up on bits and pieces. Just tell me what you're doing as you're watching this. Where are you going?
I'm in an office.
Just walk me through what's going on as you're in this office.
There's other soldiers talking. Somebody in there. Sounds like Hitler.
And do they sound nervous or excited?
Mad.
Why are they mad?
They're wanting to kill people.
Who?
The soldiers.
And what does the commander say? The person in charge.
They're wanting to kill them too.
And what are they mad about then, if they agree?
They don't like the people.
And so what's their plan?
Kill them all.
And what are you doing as they're having this conversation?
Just standing there listening.
So tell me what happens next. What are they doing in this office?
They're arguing.
And tell me more about this argument.
They're wanting to kill more people.
And they're not sure how to go about it, or what are their plans?
Gas chamber.
Is this something they've done before, or is this a new idea?
I feel like they've done it before.
And so as they're making plans, what are their plans?
Kill.
And tell me more as you're listening in on this.
There is somebody talking. It sounds to me like Hitler.
And what does he say?
It's in German. I can't understand it.
Well, it will become clearer as you are in this space and listening to this conversation. What do you pick up on?
They're wanting to kill more of the Jews. All of them.
And And so that's their plan going forward?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what happens next.
They're still talking.
And as you're standing there, what do you notice? How do you feel about these plans?
It's horrible.
Can you just follow your orders as a soldier?
Yes. I have to.
Can you recognize the people around you? You've been with them for a while?
I think so.
And as they're talking, what else do you pick up on?
A lot of hate. A lot of hate. A lot of anger that they have.
And do you feel that same anger?
No.
And do the other soldiers feel that same anger?
It feels like they do. Some of them.
And so the ones talking, are they excited about this plan?
Yes.
Well, as they're talking, just explain to me what else you pick up on.
Some of them are leaving.
Walk me through what happens now.
We're all leaving.
Where are you going?
Outside.
And what's going on now?
Train. There's a train loaded with people.
What kind of people?
They gotta be Jews.
Tell me about them. What do you notice?
They're all sad. It's like they know what's coming.
And how do you feel seeing them there?
It's bad.
And what are you doing while you see this train?
Just standing there.
You're listening to your commands?
Yes.
And everyone else is doing the same?
Yes.
Is there anyone you recognize that you're close with these soldiers?
No.
So tell me what's happening now as this train is loaded with people.
It stopped. It stopped. They're unloading them. They want to kill them all.
What does that look like?
It's chaos, and it's just bad feeling.
And what is everyone around you doing?
They're going toward the train.
Are they unloading them?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that look like?
Chaos. People's hollering, screaming, crying.
Are they going willingly?
No.
You're fighting back?
Some of them are.
And what kind of people do you notice that are on that train? Are there men and women?
Men, women, yeah, children.
And there are young children?
Mm-hmm.
And what else is going on?
Total chaos.
But as soldiers, you know how to help get them where they need to be?
Yes.
And is that what's going on?
Yes.
And tell me more as you're going through this and seeing what's going on.
They're taking them into a building to gas them.
Is that where it's done?
Yes.
So just walk me through this process, and you don't have to feel any discomfort as you go through this. And explain to me Almost as if you're watching a movie, if you need to.
They marched them in. A few of them tried to escape. They were shot.
Is that what happens to the escapes?
Yes.
What else do you notice?
They take them in, lock them in the building. And gas them.
How long does that take?
Seems like forever, but it's not that long.
What about the soldiers around you? How do they feel?
Some of them excited. They like it.
And others aren't happy about it?
Yep. They're like me.
And so what happens now?
They keep doing this. They drag them out.
And what do they do when they drag them out?
Bury them.
And they have more trains of people?
Just keep bringing them.
So as you experience this, just continue telling me what you notice as something changes.
They're pushing them in a hole with a bulldozer.
And is that how they bury them? And so what do you do when all of that's finished?
Wait for the next train.
And do you get a break at any point?
I don't see one.
So you just keep doing this?
Yep.
Is there anything else important that you notice?
No, not at this time.